Alright. Welcome back to Reincarnated as a Dragon Hatchling. Anime Review, episode number 12. Well, we're here reviewing the final episode of season 1 of the show. I looked into the sky and saw a hero. Yep, last one. No confirmation about season 2, despite the fact the ending of the episode clearly left it open for it left it wide open for season 2. Well, it's a cliffhanger. And who knows if the studio will follow up with this? We have to wait and see. Unlike Jack of all trades, was really its next season, pretty much just as soon as the season wraps up. Not the case this one though. Nothing. So here's what happens after recapping the previous episode, which takes up the first 5 minutes of the episode. Basically, Black Lizard is trapped in the ice. After a little while, Isha frees her, and then she gets away, and she's not seen again for a little while. And then, of course, basically, the slime itself, it's revealed the slime is actually like him, where he also talks to Divine Voice, imply he might be a reincarnation. I'd say implied, because not much detail with that. And, of course, have a bunch of wolves with missing skin. Aisha basically beats the crap out of those in a span of 5 minutes. Has a really good fight with the slime. Then we have Misha, Maro, the elf, and an female adventurer, where they go and try to find Isha. And they see him fighting something. They don't know it's a slime. And Isha defeats him basically with what appears to be the show's version of a Canadian destroyer. Yeah, that's what it looks like. He beats it with a Canadian destroyer. Yep, and he kills the slime. And this takes over 15 minutes of the episode. And apparently, the river goes away, and then you see Black Lizard there. She's seeing all this, and of course, Mira's seeing this too. Mira's seeing this too, and of course, he's supposedly swallowed up by the river. He disappears. I'll get back to him. So then the three girls, the Black Lizard goes back to Aisha's cave, tells the monkeys, who are basically Aisha's lackeys, tells them to keep it out of the cave just in case it comes back. Who knows if he will. Meanwhile, though, in the case of they go back to the village for recovery, and of course, Maso basically tells the female adventurer who's there, lead of the group. By the way, she also mentioned she also saw him before because they were looking for somebody else. So she asks, take Maya with them because she has a desire to live beyond the village, and she has a problem with that. Meanwhile, though, we see Aisha's eye, and he thinks, "Oh crap, have I been reincarnated into an egg again?" Basically, representing the first episode, and it turns out, nope, he is not reincarnated as an egg. He ends up what appears to be a beach, and then he looks behind him. It's an ocean. First thing is a desert. He knows it's in sand. And yeah, this is kind of weird. So he looks around, and behind him is the ocean. So he's able to beach in place. Where does he end up is not very clear because that's where the episode ends, with this interesting cliffhanger. That who knows when the anime will officially come back to this. Now, how far do I think the anime covered in just 12 episodes? I don't think it covered 2 books. I think it covered roughly 2 or 3 at least. But I do like the end of this episode. It leaves open for a potential 6th season. But who knows? But now, final thoughts on season 1. Excuse me. So, this is an amazing show. Fantastic. I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about this one per se. I like Chain Soldier, which is getting a lot of reception online. I've seen on Twitter, basically people posting pictures, not of the episodes themselves, mostly of the characters in various different outfits and all this other stuff. Yeah, this show's getting right now. This Chain Soldier's getting a lot of attention. It's the only show right now on height of attention. This show, not really. There was at one point, I think I was viewing 3 shows, 2 shows on. Last of the 2 shows that were on exclusive on High Dive were Hero Class and backstab in the backwater dungeon, and now we have this, which I mainly got into this show because it's a very interesting concept of somebody reincarnated as a dragon. I thought that was a really interesting idea. It's something different, not like a human or a goblin or a sword. I still haven't seen Reincarnated Sword, so I've heard it's actually really good. But in case you're asking, I don't have immediate plans to watch Reincarnated as a sword just yet. I may in the future. Maybe. I have that as a distinct maybe. But nothing really clear with that one yet. Also, this officially wrapped up now. Well, we're getting stuff closely wrapping up here over the course of the next couple weeks. So, to ask the obvious question, like, what is wrapping up next week? Well, just Tojima's Big Combinator. Yep, that's up next week. Now, yes, I have heard it's confirmed that we are getting right away the dub for, I think Welcome to Scrimmer. That one's going to confirm to be a dub right now. And I think LS will be dub soon, but until I get any news that we're going to get a simul dub that day, I'm not going to be watching it, per se. Those two. No. I'm going to hold off until the dub comes out for those two. But officially, yeah, those two will be wrapping up next week. But it's also quite interesting for next Friday, because Friday we have the two shows both wrapping up. Well, in the case of Freeman, that one, that's a no. Because there's two more to go. So we have one of the two wrapping up next week for that one. The other is technically two things premiering next week, and that being Dr. Stone, the Final Core, premiering next Friday, along with That's What Crimes and Slime Season 4, Part 1. Unless I hear about a dub, I'm not going to be watching it, so it's going to see approach for that one. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications. Next up is, surprisingly, I'm going to talk about another anime topics, because something interesting that just got released, and I'm going to talk about it, okay? So